So read the scripture for the answer. That's not an answer. What you should have done is answered the question according to scripture. You couldn't do that because if you did do that, then obedience would have been required. Obedience to what? Obedience to his instructions. However, that means I don't listen to his instructions because those are for the Jews, some other place, some other time, some other people. That's the front of the Bible. I don't read the front of the Bible, possibly, because I have no understanding of much of anything. However, I live my life with kindness and love for my neighbor. You don't know how to properly love your neighbor without God telling you how to properly love your neighbor. Equal weights and measures, right ruling is how you love your neighbor. Doing what you wouldn't do to yourself or would do to yourself for your neighbor. Not all of that. Most people are, if left to their own devices, are going to take. They're not going to look out for the best interests of their neighbor. Whereas God reminds you constantly to look out for the best interest of your neighbor, his family, his property, his clothing, his food source. I understand you keep the commandments and stopped reading. You read, keep commandments and stop reading. I encourage you to read more. I've read it all multiple times, and never once does it contradict keeping the commandments. Never once. It's all about keeping the commandments. You cannot properly keep the commandments without first having believing in the one true God, believing that he sent his son to die for you, believing that the way to God the Father is through the Son. And then once you believe, you walk it out. You walk like your Messiah did. Hopefully you'll understand that. And then I'm going to cover all your other questions, or not questions, but your bereavement of you not reading. Because clearly you're not reading. You tell me to read the scripture because you don't want to answer it. Enjoy.